Alrighty, guys, we back at it again. Another podcast, another video. Trying to stay consistent. So, just want to give y'all an update since the last video. I started Target this past Wednesday. So far so good. Had a good time. Other than that, I've been working with my uncle, cleaning houses. A bit of manual labor, but it pays good. Just trying to stay active, stay diligent, because as they know, an idle mind is the devil's workshop. Other than that,
Bars.
I'm gonna pass it to my boy Dan.
As you can tell, we both working at Target. I just came back. You know what I'm saying? I got off, I think it's like about to be 4 o'clock. I got off 3 hours ago. Got out at 1 o'clock. Still got the red shirt and khaki pants on. Still got my name tag in my pocket. I don't know if you could see that. It was a little blurry, but you know what I'm saying? Got the name tag. Second day working there. Second day. It was an experience I actually enjoyed today. I really like the job a lot. Even if it's returns and purchases, I enjoy it. Even doing returns is a little fun, especially with the scanner. I feel like a Jedi. Pew, pew, pew. You know what I'm saying?
Jedis don't have blasters, but we'll move on.
Well, when you turn on the lightsaber, or the clones, where they be like with the. That's what I meant. That's what.
Yep, get it out.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Let's get the ball rolling.
That's what I meant. But I had a good day overall. A lot of good interactions. One creepy dude. He went to go buy a Coke.
Stranger danger.
Just bought a Coke. I said, "Is that all for you today?" He said, "Yeah, no front teeth, just gums." He waited at the front entrance for quite a while. He stayed and talked to me at the register for like 10 minutes about Prince. I was like, brother, he's dead. Okay, I don't care that he has vinyls. Okay. Then all of a sudden he said, "You look like Michael Jackson." I said, "Damn." I said, that's a funny, I'm gonna bring that up real quick. My 9th grade year in high school, people said I looked like Michael Jackson. I had hair that went down to here. And I would be walking in the hallway and all I would hear is hee hee. And then people moonwalking and I'd be like, there's no way. This is not real. So I don't know what's going on anymore. So, I had to beat all them up. I'm joking. I don't condone violence, I'm a very religious man. A man of God, like last video. A man of God. I love Jesus. I love God. I try to make an effort to pray once a day. I got a little off topic there, but I had to shout out my boy, Jesus. Jesus, you know what I mean?
Had to.
I needed to. Not had, I needed to. Everyone needs Jesus in their life. Overall good day at Target. Got my discount card. My first paycheck too.
Ooh, we up. We going to dinner.
And by the way, thank you for the last video. As you can see, no broken fan. We in a new crib. We bought a new crib, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm playing.
This motherfucker lying.
We in our abuela's house. If you don't know her, go back to our last video. We explained in detail about our grandparents and about our more personal life and about how many cousins and who's in our family. Shouting out some goats out there. Y'all know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Just name drop 2 right here. Musty Mac, Crispy Creed.
Woo!
You know what I mean? Gotta shout out my boys. For the rest of y'all, for the viewers, go back to the video and go check it out. We need the views, guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, go check it out. We posted it this week Monday. Yeah. We know we said we would post every Friday, but we were in the mountains. If you want to hear more about that, go to the last video.
Yeah.
Explain in great detail, some funny stories, funny moments. Let Thomas take it over.
Yeah, last video we had a lot of editing to do, if you couldn't tell.
That was me the whole time. He was directing me. He was like, "Hey, I think we should take that out."
Yeah, it was just a lot of things. We're still trying to get into the groove of things.
Shout out iMovie.
Still trying to get into the groove of things. Really just trying to make this as high quality as we can as of right now. As we make more, we're going to be coming out with more stuff. We're going to get a more official site where we record the videos, more official equipment. video 2 is still on an iPhone.
It is.
I mean, for funny moments, you gotta go check out episode 1. I mean,
we're in chairs this time, not on our knees,
yeah.
laying on our bed. I don't know if you've seen last video. You'll remember there was a little lump right here, right there. That was a cover from one of the blankets.
Yo! Anyways, so on the agenda for today, we have the Maui wildfires. I'm gonna let my boy take over for that, sort of get us into the groove of it.
Yeah, man. You know, I was watching on the news the other day. The Maui wildfires actually Originally, I have my notes right here. Not gonna lie. You know, my boy Tom wrote down some notes for me. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? I gotta be truthful to y'all. Because if I ain't truthful to you, you ain't gonna be truthful to me. You're gonna be lying on my name. I can't have haters watching me. Gotta have only the people that support me, that want me up. But you know, I'm just gonna.
Well, that's not gonna happen, buddy. We're eventually gonna get haters. So.
Well, haters gonna hate.
Haters gonna hate.
Haters gonna hate.
Don't get mad. Get glad.
Hey, hey, for y'all who looked at my Instagram post, life is like a flip flop. Bars.
Okay. All right. Let's stay on topic. Get back to the Maui wildfires.
The Maui wildfires originally reported 4,000 plus people missing. That number was later updated to just under 400 people missing. As of a month after the wildfires, that number was brought down to 66 people. Thank God. We are very glad, me and Tom, to hear that the number has been dropping. That being said, we would like to send our prayers to all the families that have been affected by the wildfires and that everyone missing is found. That being said, we have done research into what has started the wildfires. That's been a big mystery. No one knows what's causing it. Government.
Yeah.
With that being said, we've done our research into what has started the wildfires, which is still being investigated. As of right now, the most likely reason was faulty power lines. But I don't think that's I don't think that's how it started, okay? At least for me. Okay, we were talking about it earlier. We got some conspiracy theories. I think I'm gonna let Thomas explain a little bit of those if he wants to.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of speculation on what's really started the Maui wildfires. I mean, there's been a lot of celebrities now that are getting these blue roofs. I mean, it's a really, really controversial area. I don't want to upset any of the families or anything like that. So I'm going to just keep it sort of that between me and Daniel, you know what I mean? But we really are sorry. Anybody affected by the wildfires, we really hope everything gets built up as fast as possible. We're going to send our prayers your way. I mean, just do everything in our power to try and help those people. But, I mean, other than that, we've been doing a lot of research in terms of how it happened, and what the government is sort of doing to try and help them. And I mean, the most prevalent thing I found was that the president gave a fund of just around $95 million to help rebuild the area. Shout out Joe Biden.
Except for last video.
Yo! But I mean, we're just, he had sent the $95 million in order to help rebuild. I mean, the main thing that really pops up when you look into the rebuilding of this place is that a lot of wealthy real estate people have been trying to go in and sort of capitalize off of this wildfire and sort of buy land off of these people, sort of offering them a deal and then saying, it's better if you just take the deal rather than waiting for the rebuild. I mean, I saw countless videos of natives talking about Lahaina not being for sale, and I agree. I think it's actually quite egregious for wealthy people to come in and sort of flaunt their money around and say, hey, let me get this land. There's no really real point in you waiting for it to get rebuilt. I just think that's really insensitive, and it really should be illegal, honestly. If somebody's going through a natural disaster, the first way to reach out to these people should never be to take their land or money. You know what I mean? First and foremost, you offer help. If they have help under control, then maybe if you want to donate to a charity, to help them, then I can see how money can be involved. But I mean, there's a lot of natives that have been dehoused because of this wildfire, and a lot of people surrounding the area of the wildfire have sort of taken in these natives. And a lot of people native to Maui and Lahaina, they think that they are the first line of defense in terms of stopping these people from coming in and sort of taking their land in a very aggressive manner, and the natives there, they've been tied to that land for centuries. I mean, there is some 9th, 10th, 12th generation Maui residents, and for them to lose the land that they've probably been living on for centuries, if we're being honest, to lose it in such a manner would be honestly devastating and really just not cool. I mean, that's really what I wanted to talk about in terms of the wildfire. Also just, making sure that if you do know somebody in that area, reaching out to them, making sure that they're in good health and all that. I mean, that's really it.
I don't mean to cut you off, but I will be putting a prayer in the link in the description. Shout out to my boy, Uncle Manny.
Yeah.
Uncle Manny, shout out to you. He and my mom. My mom too, they both showed me this prayer. It's called the Chaplet of Divine Mercy. It's a really powerful prayer that y'all should be praying, especially for these wildfires. Miracles do happen. They do. They happen. You may not realize it. You may think, oh, maybe this is a coincidence. But things do happen for a reason. And the person making them happen for a reason is God. So every time something doesn't go your way, be happy it happened, because something good is about to happen to you.
Yeah.
Personally, me, I just got through a breakup. It was rough. My boy Tom, he was there for me at the exact day. He drove all the way from Raleigh. You know what I mean? Came over to here. Stuck around for a little bit. He said, forget about her. All the simple stuff. We vibe, we watch TV, watch some anime. I don't know if y'all watch anime, but
if you do, drop your favorite anime in the comment.
Drop your favorite anime in the comments. I'm a big nerd for anime. I don't know if you could tell, but I'm pale. What do you think I'm doing inside all day? By the way, last video. Okay, that's my last time. But go and pray that prayer. You don't even have to be praying it. Just put it on your headphones, or while you're going to work, or while you're doing homework, or whatever you're doing. Just listen to it. Do the sign of the cross. Even if you're not religious, it doesn't matter. God wants you to ask of him. So go ask of him now. When things seem shitty, it's because he wants you to get closer to him.
Mm-hmm.
Not everything's going to go your way. There's some people in the world that things go their way, and they have this perfect life. And I feel sorry for them because they don't have Jesus. There's some other people out there that I'm keeping it a buck. Okay, damn, I forgot, but whatever. Shout out Uncle Manny though.
Yeah. And so that being a good segue into our next subject, we're going to be talking about men's mental health actually, because that tends to be looked over a lot. And like he said, as soon as I heard my boy was in a bit of turmoil, my first instinct, pull up. You know what I mean? And
instantly, he was there at the door.
As men, we have to understand that the best way to help another man is to be there for him. You know what I mean? Even if it's over the phone, even if it's on FaceTime, even if it's through text. You know what I mean? Man, nowadays, our feelings are neglected. And that to be said,
I agree with that, but it's not just that our feelings are being neglected because we're men and we're supposed to be strong and powerful and supposed to overcome anything. It's the fact because of that, I guess, stereotype type of thing, we don't speak up, and there's a lot of people in the world, a lot of men. And I don't mean to be sexist or say anything that women don't speak up or whatnot, but it's majority of it is men that do not speak up. There are some females in the world, they don't speak up, and unfortunately they happen to take their own life. But there's also a lot of men out there that they can smile all day long And trust me, I've been through it. I'm still going through it personally. I'm not going to get into detail because that's going to stay between me and my boy Tom and my family. But I've been through a lot, you know. But a lot of guys don't speak up. So if you're watching this and you feel that you are hurting inside and you don't know why, ask for help. Trust me, if you just reach out, just tell your mom, hey mom, I feel this way. Can we do therapy or something? Can I just talk to you every day? Can we do something? Maybe I go out on walks. Find a hobby. My hobby right now is just Target, you know, and then during the week I go to school. After I go to school, I come back home, hopefully do some homework if I have the mental capacity to. And then, you know, I just try to find my own rhythm to keep going by, to stay occupied so I'm not stuck in my thoughts, because that's a big part of it, thoughts.
Just like I mentioned earlier in the video, an idle mind is the devil's workshop. I mean, you know, reaching out, it's also about reaching out to the right people. And I think as men, we need to understand how we react and how we sort of internalize our feelings. And so, in my opinion, I've always felt best to reach out to another man. You know what I mean? I've always reached out to my brothers, my cousins, my dad. I mean, you know, it really does just help to sort of tell a man how you feel, because men process emotions a little bit differently. And if you find yourself in a rough time, man, you just have to speak up, like Daniel said. I mean, it really is just about letting loose, man. Don't hold things in, because when you hold things in, you bottle them up and then it explodes. You know what I'm saying? Find a male that you can trust, someone that understands how you feel, and even if they don't, at least try your best to see if they can understand. And if they can't, maybe you find another person. You know what I'm saying? Not everything's gonna work first try. And in terms of getting out of mental health and sort of figuring things out, I mean, let's be real. Nobody really has anything figured out, if we're being honest. You know what I mean? Don't beat yourself up because you feel like you're behind the curve or anything like that. I mean, I'm 21. I'm still trying to figure out what's going on. You know what I mean? I mean, he's 17. I'm 21, and we basically in the same position, still trying to figure things out. I can take that one of two ways. I can take that as, oh, I'm 21 and I'm still figuring things out, quite similarly to maybe a high school student or 18, 19-year-old. Or I can just take it as it is and move forward. You know what I mean? And one thing that I think a lot of us are missing is that, sorry about that, guys. My phone died.
He's stupid.
We came unprepared. That's on me.
He was on 7% when we started. He knew what was going on.
I take that to the chest.
Okay.
And to get back into it, the thing I was gonna say that a lot of men are missing, because I can't speak from a woman's perspective because I'm not a woman. I'm a man. Is that a lot of us, you know, they tell us to sort of express our feelings and sort of do all this stuff and open up. And while that is, in most cases, the correct things to do, one thing I will say is that what a lot of us men are missing is that we don't feel competent. Once you feel that you're competent and you're doing something with your life, I mean, really, everything that sort of comes with it sort of becomes easier. You know what I mean? Because life is really about suffering and getting through things and getting through one obstacle and then boom, another one. You know what I mean? And even if you take long on one obstacle, you got to remember to just stay strong, man. That being said, I mean...
Can I add something?
Yeah, of course.
All right. What I wanted to add was a big thing for me is that through my whole life, actually, I've always found therapy through music. But I will say this because Thomas taught me this. And some of the other cousins, some of the goats, they taught me as well that music is there and sometimes it helps, but you got to be careful what you're listening to. Because if you're struggling right now, and for me, I'm a big Juice WRLD fan. I still listen to Juice WRLD, you know what I mean? Since I've been listening to him when he was alive, so, you know, I'm an OG. I'm an OG with it, 999, you know what I mean? I know Musty Matt and Krispy Kreme are going to laugh at this and be like, oh my God, he brought him Juice WRLD. I don't care, okay? I don't care.
You see, we work through our problems here, okay?
But you gotta be careful because some of those music, you know, it has, it's talking about certain things, and then in your brain you want to go and like, let's say, like, for instance, Post Malone. You listen to Post Malone, you're gonna be like, well, shit, I want a cigarette too. Man is like, I want something real. Give me a cigarette. Then what you're gonna feel is, I want something real. Maybe a cigarette's gonna help me, but it's not. It's killing you. It's hurting your lungs. Then you're gonna die. But no, seriously, like, be careful what you listen to. Trust me, I've just found this out recently because I didn't believe them at all. I kept listening to Juice WRLD. I kept listening. He used to be in my room, and he was laying there, and all you hear is Juice WRLD playing in my ear while I have a hoodie on. Okay? And I was sad. I was depressed. Okay? And you can fix that. And it's going to be hard because you're going to be listening to happy music even though you're not happy or you don't feel happy. Okay? That happiness is there. It's just it's locked away because you're not allowing it to come through. Okay? It has nothing to do with whatever these doctors are telling you. And even if you do get a therapist, like I said, and I recommended before, they do help to a certain extent. Okay? Sometimes you really got to deal with the problems because you can talk to a therapist all you want. But at the end of the day, you choose whether if you want to be happy. And if you don't want to be happy, then you're not going to be happy. And if you do decide to be happy, I promise you, it's going to feel weird at first. You're going to be like, man, I feel this weird situation where you feel kind of numb because you're not sad, you're not mad, you're not happy, your emotions are all gone. It feels that way. Trust me, listen, that is the perfect time to listen to some happy music because you have no emotion. So put a good emotion in there. Listen to a song, maybe a nostalgic song. Like for us, I remember when we were kids, we used to be blasting in the car Fetty Wap. If you know Fetty Wap, like, damn, she's fine, wonder when she'll be. You know what I mean? Like, that song, I listen to it, all I think is good memories, okay? Even though the song, like, it really is not talking about anything or some real thing. Like, it's not touching base on any sort of subject, like Juice WRLD, like his depression thing. It gave me those happy memories where I can listen back and I'll laugh and I'll sing it in my room and I'll dance a little bit. You know, but please, I advise you, be careful. Be careful with that music. It's very dangerous. Listen to me. If you're not gonna listen to your mom, you're not gonna listen to your dad, you're not gonna listen, if you have cousins out there, any other family, listen to me because I've been through it, okay? I just now found that out. I'll be in my room now, even if I feel sad, screw it, put in Lil Uzi Vert on, you know what I mean? We vibing in the room. I'll go out with Thomas, hey, screw it. Turn off that sad Sleepy Hollow or whatever. We blasting drill music, that Musty Matt taught me that beat. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore, okay? I kind of lost track, okay?
Yeah, I mean, the main thing is you have to be careful what you put in your mind because whether you believe it or not, everything you listen to, everything you watch, everything you hear, it all culminates in your brain, and it sort of
goes back to that quote that you said earlier about the devil.
Yeah, an idle mind is the devil's workshop. I mean, it really is up here, guys. Like we said in the last video, if you learn how to control your mind, your world will change. I mean, the world around you, that's how the universe was made, right? If you want the universe to bend to your will, it will. And another thing I want to throw in there is that, you know, a lot of us, we use coping mechanisms such as drugs, alcohol, and guys, just really stay away from that, honestly. I mean, I'm trying my best to stay away from drugs. I mean, stay in school. It's just, there's a lot of stuff that gets pushed on us that we may necessarily not even realize. And so, you know, guys, just stay in the gym, work hard, and be proud of yourself. Straight up, no matter what you're doing, guys. If you do those three things, I mean, the world is yours. The world is yours. And, you know, just to sort of wrap up this sort of topic, you know, it's all up here, guys. And at the end of the day, no matter how many people you talk to and how many people you work with, it really is up to you. And nobody's going to come to save you. Nobody's going to come and pull you out of that rut. You know, ruts are created. You dig your own hole. All right, guys? And you have to remember that. The same way you dig it out, you can fill it back up. And before you know it, you'll be stacking and stacking and stacking. You know what I mean? Before you know it, you'll have a house. And another thing is you really have to try and get closer to God. And that's something that as of recent, I'm starting to realize that it really does affect your day-to-day life and the way your mind works, because when you alone are fix things and are trying to do this and all that, sometimes you're doing too much, guys, and sometimes you just need to give it to God. Maybe God is rearranging pieces in your life to he's doing things that you don't know is happening. And when you're in the moment of it, it may seem like chaos. Just boom, boom, everything's changing. My life is changing. My situation, my living situation, all that stuff. But just remember, everything happens for a reason. And to stay strong, guys. I mean, in today's day and age, they want us weak, docile, and
Facts.
and we'll listen to whatever they tell us, okay? That being said, use this when you get information, filter it, take out the bad, take the good. I mean, other than that, there's really not much to say.
I want to add one last thing before we end things on a happy note, because I know we've been talking about a very sensitive topic between the Maui fires. You know, God bless those family. We'll do a quick prayer for you right after this podcast. And mental health, that's a big thing in today's age with technology. I want to say one thing. If you have no one to talk to at all, you don't have any friends or family that you can trust and speak to, and maybe you're getting neglected by your parents, and even if you take our advice and you're talking to them and you tell them, hey, I feel this way, and they're neglecting how you feel, listen to this. You are okay. You are worth it, and you got this. Wake up. This is my goal for you. Every morning and every night, do at least 10 push-ups and increase that number the next day. Increase it. If you can only do 5 the first day, well, you know what you do? You do 5 in the morning, 5 when you get back from school at nighttime. You have 10 that day. The next day, you know what you do? You move it to 10 because you got a little stronger. You know, it may take a while, but trust me, over time, you're going to feel better, you're going to look better.
Before you know it, you're cranking out 50 to 100 push-ups. I mean, that's what it gets down to, y'all. If you want to change your life, you can. If you want to do better, you can. And just like he said, we're worth it. We're created in God's image. All right, guys? Everything happens for a reason. I'll let him get to it, but one thing I want to add in is that God won't give you anything you can't handle. And I preach this to my cousin, to my brother, to anybody. You know what I mean? Like, no matter how full your plate is, there's a reason your plate is that full, and God is watching you, and he is helping you along the way.
I want to say that I just remember something. I can't remember who told me. Maybe it was Abuela or Louis. Shout out to them. But one of them told me, maybe it was my mom. I don't know who it was. But that you have free will. It is up to you. You are holding yourself back for how great you can be. If there's a situation in your life and you don't like it, change it. God is telling you have to change something. If you feel this unsettling feeling and you were just happy the other day and you have this gut in your stomach, change it. That means you're doing something in your life that you're doing wrong and you have to change it. Mm-hmm. And not only that, but if you get into a crappy situation, just like Thomas said, if you get in a crappy situation, God is making you go through that crappy situation so you can grow. But at the end of the day, it's free will. We all have free will, and it's up to you if you want to follow those signs and those signals. You know, like an example for me, if a girl just broke up with you and you're really chasing that girl, blah, 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 and nothing is working, that is you holding yourself back. All that time you could have put that energy, that focus in doing 10 push-ups every day. Doing something. Put your mind, it's all about where you put your mind into. If you're putting your energy into something that shouldn't be your energy into, then, you don't realize what you could have done with that. Because you get so motivated when you're sad because you want to do something. Because trust me, in the beginning, you'd be like, no, I don't want to do that. Once you get started, you'd be like, you know what, I can do this. I am accomplishing something, even if it's as little as 10 push-ups, okay? You accomplished something great. Not a lot of people can wake up in the morning and say, you know what, I'm going to knock out 10 push-ups because I'm him. I'm Timothy. You know what I mean? But
sorry, I'm just adding a little bit of effect to what he's
You know.
saying. You know what I mean? But and guys, this isn't to say that we're perfect. You know what I mean? Nobody's perfect. Everybody comes with pros and cons, the good and the bad. Figure it out. Apply what we're saying to your situation, and get the ball rolling, y'all, because momentum is a real thing. It's like once something is in motion, it stays in motion. I got that from my mom. So, other than that, we want y'all to have a good day, good week, good year.
Hey, before I let them finish, remember, you are okay. You got this. You're going to wake up tomorrow and you're going to be thankful that you're alive because God lets you live tomorrow. So don't take your own life if he lets you live. That means you have something great. Okay? You're okay. You're smart. You're intelligent. Same thing. But
you handsome.
Strong.
You handsome. You look
Everyone
good.
is strong. You got this. You look good. You feel good. Do push-ups. Remember, do those 10 push-ups every day. Every day. Even if you only do 10. You may skip a day. You know what? You tell yourself, I'm in school right now. My lunchtime, I'm doing 10 right there. I don't care what anyone else thinks. Thomas even told me, you know what you need to start doing? Look at everyone else around you. And you know how in GTA, for all you gamers out there, NPCs, how they just be walking around brainless? View everyone as NPCs. And that you are the main character. You are the person that is taking over the world. You are going to take over the world. You got this. You're okay. You're worth it. But we're going to end things on a positive note. We're going to get out of this depressed mood because we've been talking about very sensitive topics.
All that being said, y'all, end today on a good note. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing. Just because you have a bad day, don't let it turn into a bad week.
Drop one of the quote of the day. We're doing a quote of the day every video.
Quote of the day for today is, God will not give you anything you can't handle, y'all.
Bring up that quote you said in the middle too as well, because that's a very good one.
Yes. An idle mind is the devil's workshop, y'all. Stay productive, stay active, and let's get it, y'all. Catch y'all next week.
Yeah, next week, podcast. We're not always going to be talking about this depressing crap, okay?
Yeah, but we had to get a new topic going, so
it's not even just that.
Anybody watching the video, we appreciate it. Link to the socials are going to be in the description.
And I'll put that prayer in there too. I want you to listen to it. Listen to that in the morning on the way to school. Trust me, you're going to have a good day.
Yeah.
Starting Monday. For right now, what is it? Saturday today?
Oh, no, we don't do that. Starting Sunday. Starting today. Today. End it on a good note, y'all. Catch y'all next week. Y'all be safe.
All right. Peace.